Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another edition of Naperville Local's Business Spotlight Interviews. Today, I've got a great guest with you. His name is John Risvold with the Collins Law Firm. What we want to do with these business spotlight interviews is we want to bring you local businesses in the Naperville area, and we want them to introduce themselves. We want to tell you what they have to offer. We want them to be able to explain who they are, what they do. So if there is a service you need, or if there's a service that a family or a friend needs, and you can give them a call to help yourself out as well as help their business out, especially during these COVID-19 times. And of course, we will have this way beyond once the dust blows over of COVID. I just want to make sure that we have some individuals here that can benefit your life here in the Naperville area. So if you are watching this live today, please do us a favor. And if you have some comments or questions, please feel free to put them in there. If we can get them during the time that we are live, we will do that. But if not, I promise either myself or John will get back to you after that. So again, my name is Dr. Derek Brand. I want to introduce to you John Risvold with the Collins Law Firm. So John, if you could do us a favor, tell us a little bit about yourself and your law firm.
Absolutely. Well, first of all, thanks for having me. So my name's John Risvold, like you said, and I'm a personal injury lawyer here in Naperville. I work at the Collins Law Firm. So there's 9 of us attorneys there, and I primarily handle all of the personal injury trial work, meaning if you're hurt through no fault of your own and you need a lawyer to help you either negotiate against an insurance company or take your case in front of a jury, I'm the person at the firm who handles a lot of that.
Okay, so with, I think you said 9 individuals there. So what different types of law do you cover? I know you're doing trial law, but what other types of court coverage or cases do you cover there?
So the whole firm is a trial firm. We're all lawyers that are experienced in taking cases in front of juries or arbitrations or bench trials in front of a judge, anything that is actually advocating for our clients. But we're split up into 3 different groups within the firm. We have a group that handles personal injury work that I'm a part of. We have a group that does environmental and toxic exposure work. So if you've heard about any of the Sterigenics plants in Willowbrook, we help a lot of those people handle a lot of those cases, groundwater contamination, those sorts of things as well. And then we also have a division that's doing work on behalf of businesses that have been wronged. So partnership disputes, or more recently with COVID-19, business insurance interruption cases where insurance companies aren't necessarily paying the policies that businesses have bought in the event that there's a natural disaster or an emergency like this.
Okay, so of the viewers that are watching this, hopefully we have some live, and again, if they have some questions, please feel free to put it in there. But if there is an ideal person that's sitting out there watching this now, or they have a family or friend that's, from whatever magical words you tell us, John, what is it specifically that would bring them into you? So your ideal client, who would that be?
The ideal client for me is anybody who has been hurt through no fault of their own. Like I said, I do personal injury work, which is a broad umbrella, but really what it means is I handle anything from a car accident or a slip and fall all the way up to complex cases like medical malpractice or toxic exposure or traumatic brain injuries, anything like that. I can run the gamut and we handle those. So anybody who's been hurt through no fault of their own, who needs the guidance of a lawyer, who needs help with all the insurance red tape, or who's just being wrongfully denied and needs to get into court, that's who I'm here to help.
All right, so that's your wheelhouse.
Absolutely.
All right, so we're all currently in some difficult times right now with the COVID-19 issues. So how is it that you personally and your law firm is dealing with them? So in other words, if I was involved in a slip and fall at a workplace or at a store, a restaurant, how is it that you're dealing with your potential clients during these times?
Honestly, we're dealing with them the exact same way we did before the pandemic. We've been able to leverage technology to make our firm light on its feet. So I'm accessible 24 hours a day via email and my cell phone. The number you'll see at the bottom, that's a direct line to me, and you can call 24 hours a day and I'll answer. And I promise you, if you call at 3 in the morning, I'm going to pick up. That's just my nature. But we also have all of our files on digital. So any piece of paper I need, I can access from my laptop or from my cell phone. And we've been able to use Zoom to communicate with clients, use video conferencing to settle cases through mediations or arbitrations or things like that, because right now the courts are closed. So we can't get into court, and they're going to be closed until at least June. but we're still able to use retired judges to help us mediate cases, or use third-party neutrals who also tend to be retired judges or other lawyers in the community that can come together as panels of arbitrators and decide cases for us. So that's been helpful for some of our clients, but truly, we're still working as if we were before the pandemic. We haven't really missed a beat.
Okay. So I have a question for you. It's interesting. So as I drive from here out in Naperville into the city on 55, and you'll see some banners that are out there, or the billboards that are out there, or you'll see a TV ad, and they're talking about how they deal with PI cases. What makes you and your firm different than what you may see on a billboard or a TV commercial?
I think the huge difference is the personal touch. You're my client, you're going to get my cell phone number. You're not a file number. A lot of those attorneys on the billboards, they're one of two categories. They're either a higher volume type of firm where they have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of cases, and you may never hear from your lawyer. You may never get to know your lawyer. Or they're firms that take your case and they send it out to some other lawyer, and they're really just taking a fee or a cut just because they brought your case in. They're not actually really helping you. So the difference is I try to get to know my clients personally. I need to be able to understand who my clients are as people and what they've actually lost by getting hurt. It's not enough to say you broke your arm and you had, these medical bills and they're X dollars. It's much more important to say you broke your arm and you can't pick up your grandkids. You can't hug your wife. Those are all things that the law allows you to be compensated for, because we have to sit as sort of actuaries and say, what time have you lost? What life have you lost? And then we have to try to put a dollar value on it, because we can't get it back. We can't give you time back, take your pain away. And so what I like to do is really get to know my clients as people, so that I can actually represent them as more than just a file or a number or a case, but as an actual human being.
Well, I appreciate that. It's unfortunately your business will get a lot of hits and negativity at times, not your business specifically, but the profession itself. So it's great to see that you take that personal touch.
It's like Shakespeare said, the first thing we do is kill all the lawyers, right?
You said it, not me.
Right, of course.
Yeah.
I love lawyer jokes. I think they're fantastic.
We all need a little levity during these times.
Sure.
So there is, if you don't mind educating, myself and our viewers, there are attorneys, there are lawyers, maybe one and the same, but you call yourself a trial lawyer. What delineates that? What's kind of unique towards that?
Absolutely. So my favorite place to be in the world is a courtroom. I fell in love with that the minute I stepped into one when I was a first-year law student. I knew I liked to argue, and I knew I liked to be sort of persuasive and in sales. And if I wasn't doing this, I probably would be in sales, honestly. Okay. But I like to be in front of people. I like to be in front of a jury. And I think the difference between a trial lawyer and any other type of lawyer is trial lawyers, we're a band of people who represent people first and foremost, and not corporations or insurance companies or anything else. That's the first true sign of a real trial lawyer. And the other thing is, I'm not going to just settle your case quickly to get money right away. I want to make sure that you get the most value from what's been taken from you. And if that means we have to take your case all the way to let a jury decide it, that's your right. That's, the founding fathers laid out the first 10 amendments, the Bill of Rights, and the only one that's in there twice is the right to a jury trial. It's in two separate amendments. So it's so important that they thought to include it twice. And I truly believe in that. I think it's very important. And I know that there are a lot of lawyers that don't try cases, and that's okay. But if you need somebody to try a case, or you're a lawyer who doesn't try cases and you want someone to co-counsel with or to help you with, our firm does that. We do actually a lot of that, where we work with other firms who they've taken a case to a certain point, but they don't want to be in front of a jury, or they don't try it. And we handle those cases and help those lawyers and clients together get them over that hurdle and get the justice they deserve.
Okay. Wow. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. So, John, it's been a great time sharing yourself with our viewers here and information about your firm. So is there anything else that you would like to say? Is there something I missed, something else that you would like to spotlight specifically?
Truly, I just want to say, if you're ever injured, our firm handles cases everywhere from Chicago to Yorkville to Waukegan down to Joliet and beyond. If you're hurt and you need the help of a lawyer, you don't know what to do, you don't know how to handle the insurance companies that are calling you or the bill collectors that are calling you, you need to get medical treatment, you don't know where to go, I implore you to hire a lawyer. The big thing that I always tell people is, whether you hire me or some other lawyer, people that hire lawyers do better in the long run than people that don't. And the insurance company knows that. The insurance company pays 4 times more to people who hire lawyers than people who try to settle their cases on their own. And it's simply because we know the ins and the outs. We know how to deal with and professionally negotiate and handle your case. And I always tell people, if you're dealing with an insurance company, think about how many lawyers that they have working against you. Don't you think you should have at least one?
Yeah. That's a great point, John. I appreciate that. Again, it lends a lot to our conversation and the personal touch that you and your firm take on. So again, thank you for that. So for everybody that's watched this, I appreciate the opportunity to have John on and feature his firm, the Collins Law Firm. So I have one favor of the viewers that watch these. If you find this information has been useful to you, whether it's yourself or friends or family, do us a favor, like the video. We've got the links inside of the description that can take you right to John as far as his number, his law firm, their social media sites. Go there and like those pages, share this information. The more people that can get this can help us out as well as help yourselves out. So again, my name is Dr. Derek Barron. Thank you all very much for watching. And thank you very much for supporting Naperville Local. We'll continue to do our very best to bring in more great guests just like John that we had today. So again, John, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And Naperville, be safe and healthy out there. Bye for now.